Hello, very good morning and welcome to other newspaper highlights. Today, Wednesday, 1st of March 2017. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three leading daily newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and so on today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline says, Saitam CEO relieved of his duties after police say he staged shooting. Police say staged drama to portray his life was in danger. The police on Monday arrested a resident of Emblipitiya in connection with the incident. The suspect had a 9mm pistol, a 3.8 revolver and a motorcycle. The CEO of South Asia Institute of Technology and Medicine, Dr. Samira Senaratne, allegedly staged the shooting, which took place in Malabe, to falsely portray as if his life was in danger, the police said yesterday. Verbal abuse at Divilapitiya Coordinating Committee meeting. When the Divilapitiya Divisional Coordinating Committee meeting was in session yesterday, an argument between the Deputy Minister of Social Empowerment and Social Welfare Ranjan Ramanayake and Gambaha District MP Indika Anuruddha grew so tense that the meeting had to be abruptly adjourned. Kaluthura killing. Action will be taken against police and prisons officers. Action will be taken against the police and prisons department officials who failed to safeguard the suspects who were shot in Kaluthura on Monday, said Law and Order Minister Sagala Ratnayake yesterday. Mangala in Geneva. Truth-seeking commission legislation in 2 months. Says government resolved to see transitional justice through, not diminished. The minister highlighted that Parliament had enacted legislation to establish a permanent office of missing persons. The Sri Lanka government expected to present the draft legislation on the Truth-Seeking Commission to the Cabinet within the next 2 months. Foreign Affairs Minister Mangala Samaravira assured member states at the 34th session of the UNHRC in Geneva yesterday. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. Saitam CEO shooting, stage managed, ex-PC member, a driver involved. Another suspect arrested in Emblipitiya. Saitam CEO temporarily relieved of duties. Initial investigations into the shooting incident in which Saitam Chief Executive Officer Dr. Samira Senaratne escaped unhurt revealed that it appears to have been staged, the police said yesterday. Impartial discharge of duty by institutions will earn public esteem, Supreme Court judge. No institution deserves to survive in a democracy unless it earns public esteem, and it can earn the public esteem only by discharging its duties impartially and expeditiously, said Chief Justice K. Suripavan yesterday with farewell as the Chief Justice of Sri Lanka. Supreme Court Judge Priyasath Deb to be sworn in as a new Supreme Court Judge tomorrow. Supreme Court Judge and President's Counsel W. Priyasath Deb is to take oath as the Chief Justice before President Maithripala Sirisena tomorrow. Most senior judge in the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka and has acted in the post of Chief Justice on numerous occasions. Served the Attorney General's Department for more than 33 years and had the distinction of being the head of both civil and criminal divisions, and was also the acting Attorney General on numerous occasions. Finally, let's move to Ceylon today. Mangala tells the UNHRC Truth-Seeking Commission bill in 2 months. We have already deeply looked into the same news in the previous newspapers. Don't blame the police. Minister of Law and Order Sagala Ratnayake has stated that instead of blaming the police for the attack on the Black Maria on Monday, all stakeholders must work together to prevent the repetition of such incidents. According to the law, the responsibility for and the protection of those in custody falls on the prisons department. They have been instructed to obtain the assistance of the police when transporting violent prisoners, he said. President orders returns of Kepa Pilavu lands. On a directive form, President Maithripala Sirisena, 42 acres of land now occupied by the Sri Lanka Air Force will be released to their legitimate claimants today. The 42 acres of land earmarked for release will be handed over officially to the government agent of Mullaitivu Rupavadi Kediswaran today, according to Minister of Rehabilitation, Resettlement, Prison Reforms and Hindu Cultural Affairs DM Swaminathan. Residents of Kepapilavu have been on a continuous protest demonstration outside the Kepapilavu Air Force camp for the past 29 days, demanding the return of their lands which have been occupied by the Air Force. Meanwhile, leader of the opposition and TNA R. Sampanthan also met President Sirisena and urged him to release the lands in the possession of the Air Force. President told Sampanthan too that these lands would be released before his visit to Jaffna on March 4. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to our newspaper highlights.